Hi, good evening. It's been over a month since I've been on Zoom. Just know that I'll be doing more classes, probably around October 10th when we move into our bigger space, since, as you can see behind me, there is a big desk with 3 computers. Goodness, this is really overexposed on my face. It's so gross. Okay, but anyways, right behind me, there's just a lot of clutter right now, and we have all of our furniture moved off to the sides, and there's wires everywhere, and it just hasn't felt like a good place to practice. And our windows are shut because there are fires going on here in the Northwest. Obviously, you guys know that. And I just figured I would hop on and do like a mini video. So it's gonna be like a mini yoga, since a lot of us have very short attention spans right now, including myself. And so let's just like declutter our little bodies and have some fun. Let's start off in child's pose. There's no music. You can just listen to whatever music is good for you. So just spread the knees wide, reach your hands straight in front of you, and bring your forehead down onto the mat. You're probably like, wait, let's just talk. Let's not go into this posture. But this should feel good. So you're in a child's pose. You're spreading those knees wide. You're maybe rocking that forehead side to side. You don't need to look at me right now. This is your own practice. You're just finding some stillness right here, finding an opportunity to just settle down and maybe just declutter the body. We'll think of it that way. I spent all day yesterday decluttering my clothes, getting ready to move, and it always just feels good to just have a little shakeout on our mat, no matter what it looks like. This doesn't have to be a fierce flow. It can just be fun and movement and let yourself feel good. So I'll be adding a teeny bit of mobility stuff in the middle of it, but it'll be fun. So think about that intention that you want to set for this practice specifically, and just start to exhale all the air out of the lungs, just letting go of any kind of toxic shit that you may be holding on to, especially due to the smoke. And then have a deep inhale through the nose. Big breath in as you fill up those lungs, and hold at the top for the inhale. Exhale, HA. Again, have a deep inhale through the nose. Big breath in as you fill up and hold at the top for the inhale. Exhale, HA. Again, deep inhale through the nose. Big breath in. Exhale, HA. Now start to breathe in a little bit deeper, filling up the lungs a little bit more as you hold at the top, and then seal your lips this time. And then just exit the breath through the nose. Just creating that strong Ujjayi breath. Once again, deep inhale through the nose, big breath in. Exhale through your nose. One more time with intention, deep inhale breath as you fill up and hold at the top. Exhale through your nose. Just start to take that right arm, thread the needle underneath the left arm, palm facing up or down, right cheek down to the mat or forehead. And you can just breathe deeply here, allowing your hips to sink, not worrying about if those hips feel a little bit tighter than they used to back when you were practicing a bench. So we're never attaching to what we think our body is supposed to be like. And I only say that because I have those same experiences as well. I'm like, oh God, I used to be this way, now I'm this way. Oh no. Take a couple more breaths. And then come back to center. Take your right hand towards the top of the mat, and then left arm threads underneath the right, left cheek down or forehead, and you'll just relax right here. Keeping that strong Ujjayi breath. I told you this was going to be short and sweet, so know that you're just relaxing here, setting yourself up for whatever it is we do. I have no idea. I just had some alone time for once in my day and felt like doing this. So you'll stay right here where you are and just take a few breaths in and out through your nose. And then start to take your left hand towards the top of the mat. You'll lengthen through the fingertips as you inhale. Big breath in. Exhale, HA. Now start to come up into a tabletop, stacking those shoulders and stacking those hips, and start to just rock the hips side to side. You can let the head hang heavy. You can rock back and forth, or maybe go in circles. That always feels good. Maybe your palms can come down and you can go circles in the opposite direction. Just warming up those wrists. Maybe bring one right palm up, left palm down, go in circles. Go in the opposite direction, right palm down, left palm up, and you can go in the opposite direction. But you don't have to do this. You can do whatever the hell you want always. It doesn't matter to me. And so you stack those shoulders, stack those hips, find that neutral spine, and then just inhale, drop the belly, look up, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, round the spine, look through the legs. Inhale, belly down, shift your gaze up, deep inhale, back. Exhale, round. Again, belly down, shift your gaze up. Exhale, round. Now come back to a neutral spine. Send your right foot towards the back of your mat. Send your left hand towards the front of the mat. So lift that left thumb, lift that right heel as you inhale. And then exhale, squeeze elbow to knee. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach, lengthen, hold here, bend the knee, grab the foot, and just kick into that hand, just flaring your toes. Maybe you shift your gaze over that left shoulder. You'll just hold here. 4, 3, just kicking. 4, 2, 1. Now send the left hand forward, right hand leg back, and then left hand comes down, and find that modified Skandasana with the left knee down. Lift that right heel. Lengthen through your right fingertips, holding here. And then maybe start to grab that right ankle and start to push the hips forward even more. Keeping that left hand and left knee down exactly where it is, just bring that right foot to the top of the mat, finding moon pose. So left knee stays down, hands come up, hips. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, straighten out that right leg, flex the toes back towards the face. Inhale, start to find that moon pose. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, three-legged dog. Right leg goes up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hips, half scorpion, and this is a great place to stay. Or you can bring your left forearm down to the mat. Maybe rolling out that ankle in one direction. Maybe rolling out that ankle in the opposite direction. Now come back into three-legged dog. Right leg goes high. And then just find a nice downward facing dog. So this is your first downward facing dog. Maybe pedal out the puppy, bending the knees back and forth. Spreading the fingers wide. And then start to hinge forward into a high plank. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Don't stack the hips. You know what to do with your hips. But you're stacking those shoulders. Now push your heels forward. Know that you can drop your knees. Lengthen the spine as you inhale. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga, squeeze the elbows into the sides of the ribs. Toes come down, thighs lift as you inhale. Exhale, find your way into a downward facing doggy. Now slowly start to bring your knees down to the mat, coming into a tabletop. Send your left leg towards the back of the mat. Send your right hand towards the front of your mat. Inhale together, big breath in. Exhale, squeeze elbow to knee. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach, lengthen, hold here. Bend the knee, grab the foot, and then just kick into the hand on this side. Just so we're equal. Gosh, this is so much harder without Derek because I actually have to do things. Flare your toes, and we're not even doing anything yet. Maybe shift your gaze over that right shoulder, kick, kick, kick. And then find your way into a Skandasana. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. And you can leave that left foot floating, flare your toes, holding right here. Breathing here. Bend that left knee, grab the foot or ankle, maybe the ankle's good, and then start to push your hips a little bit more forward. Holding here. And then start to guide that left foot to the top of the mat. Just finding that moon pose. Deep inhale, breath. Right knee stays down, hands go up. Push the hips slightly forward. And then exhale, straighten out that left leg. Flexing the toes back towards the face. I know why I'm out of breath. It's because there's no windows open. For 3, it's like we're in hot yoga. For 2, 1, find your way back into that moon pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, find your way into a low lunge. Tuck the toes, lift the knee. Left hand leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hips, half scorpion. You can start to push that right heel in the direction towards the mat. You can bring that right forearm down to the mat if that feels good. You could roll out that ankle. We're just warming up the body. And then you'll come back into a 3-legged dog as you inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat, to the outside of that right hand. Just a nice big stretch. And then go back into that turtle dog. So you're gonna stay right here. Inhale back to that turtle dog. Hover your knees. Exhale, left foot to the outside of that left hand and hold here. Breathe here. And we'll just do that a couple more times. I just want to warm up the body a little bit more. So inhale, go back into that turtle dog. Exhale, right foot. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more time on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, fill upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Bend your knees as you gaze forward. Exhale, just walk or float to the top of the mat as you halfway lift flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Now start to heel toe the feet hip width distance. Take your 2-piece fingers, hook them around the big toes. Bend your knees as much as you'd like to make that happen. And then just inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back. Exhale, pull, elbows to the sides of the room. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back. Exhale, pull. One more inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, pull. Now grab opposite elbows, just hang in ragdoll, letting the head hang heavy. And then you'll bring your hands down to the mat, heel toe the feet together. One vertebrae at a time, you'll slowly start to rise till the shoulders are down and back and the palms are facing forward. And then inhale, circle, sweep, the hands go high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lift flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. You can float back or walk back. You know you'll inhale for the upward dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Bend your knees as you gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat as you halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Circle, sweep, the arms go high as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. This time, hips low, Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight into your heels, sit deep into your hips. Your big toes are touching. I've been calling this at my outside classes, Souptabatakanasana. So just remind yourself that you don't want to get COVID. So you're just sitting deep into those hips, practicing like when you happen to accidentally need a porta potty. You hover, squat, hold here, zip up the belly as you inhale. Exhale, swoosh the hands back, maybe lift the heels for fun. Now stand all the way up, deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lift flat back. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Right leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. exhale, bring that foot in between the hands, moon pose. Maybe leave the left foot tucked as your hands go high. Deep breath in. Now root down through that right foot and find your way into a revolved half moon. So you're balancing on that standing right leg. Lift that left heel. Whew. If you fall, it's just blame the carpet, blame the grass, maybe your hardwood floor. You can also take that right hand to the low back. So flex that left foot, lift the heel a little bit higher. You're gonna stay here for your exhale breath, and then bend your right knee. Left ball of the foot comes down. Inhale, exalted crescent. Right hand to left hamstring. Left hand goes high. Sit a little bit deeper. Try to get that front right knee right over the heel. Breathing here. Draw that left hand back a little bit more. Push that left heel forward. And then exhale, open up into that warrior two. So just sitting deep into that warrior two. Back left heel is down. Foot is at a 45-degree angle. Notice your right knee. Make sure it stays stacked right over that heel. Gaze over your right fingertips. Sit a little bit deeper. Now inhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Stay low into that lunge. And then exhale, float your vinyasa. High to low push-up. Inhale, fills you up. Exhale, finds that downward facing dog. Left leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, moon pose. Foot in between the hands. Right knee stays down, and then you swoosh the hands up. Root down into your left foot as you inhale. And then exhale, find that revolved half moon. So you're balancing on that standing left leg. Your right heel goes high. Right hand can come down to a water bottle, or maybe down to the mat if that feels much better. You can totally do that. Doesn't matter. Try to bring your right butt cheek down so the hips are square and you're lifting that right heel. Strong, stable foundation in that left foot. Stay here for the exhale breath. Then bend the left knee. Right ball of the foot comes down. Exalted crescent. Right hand goes up. You can take your left hand to that right hamstring. Focus on your breath. Remind yourself why you showed up for this mini yoga class. Gaze up. Hold here. Sit a little bit deeper into your hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring the back heel down, and then you open your arms up to warrior two. Just gazing over those front fingertips. Sit a little bit deeper into the hips. Notice your left knee. Make sure you peel that left knee slightly open to the left. Sit a little bit deeper. And then inhale, flip your palm, reverse the warrior as you stay low into that lunge. And then exhale, float your vinyasa. High to low push-up. Know that you can add on whatever you like in those chaturangas. Finding your way into a downward facing dog. Let's do that one movement to one breath. So I'm not going to over talk. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat as you Utkatasana chair pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, swoosh the hands back, heels go high. Stand all the way up, heels are down. Exhale, forward fold. You can go into crow pose maybe, or halfway lift. And then exhale, float your vinyasa. No need to rush. No need to overthink as you find your way into a downward facing dog. Moon pose, right leg forward. Big breath in. Exhale into a revolved half moon. Woo-hoo! Inhale, exalted crescent as the left hand goes high. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Flip your palm as you inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, float your vinyasa, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg steps forward, moon as you inhale. Exhale into a revolved half moon. Inhale, exalted crescent as the right hand goes high. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Flip your palm as you reverse warrior. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa, high to low. Inhale, fills you up. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, Utkatasana, deep breath in. Exhale, half chair, heels can come high. Stand all the way up as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Crow pose or halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Hold here or fly into an arm balance. Otherwise, just stay for 3, for 2, 1. Back to three-legged dog. Exhale, moon. Foot forward, knee down. Deep breath in. Exhale into a revolved half moon. Inhale, exalted as the left hand goes up. Exhale, open up into 2. This time you're going to go into Skandasana. Bend deep into your left knee. Flex the right toes back towards the face. Hands out to the sides, not to heart center. So just for fun, holding it here for 5, for 4, 3, 2. Exhale to side angle. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. And you're just pushing that right knee away with the elbow. Peel that left shoulder back. Beautiful job, just holding right here. For 3, and then you're going to go into an easy twist in 2, 1. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up. Easy twist. Try to go more into an open lizard as you take that right foot to the outside of your mat. So it's bigger stance. Now root down into that right foot and just kick that left foot through, holding here. Hover the booty. Now both hands come down, left foot back, three-legged dog as you inhale. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa, high to low. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Hold or fly. 5, 4, 3, 2, back to three-legged dog. Exhale to moon pose. Foot down, right knee down, hands come up. Exhale into a revolved half moon. Inhale, exalted crescent, deep breath in. Exhale, open up into that warrior two. Inhale, Skandasana, hands out to the sides. Flex the left toes back towards your face. Doesn't matter how high or how low your hips go, but just hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, side angle. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up. Maybe shift your gaze up towards that right thumb. Breathing here. In just a moment, you're going to go into that easy twist, so stay exactly where you are. And then right hand comes down, left hand comes up, and now the back heel swivels up. So you're just opening up here. Now you're going to take that left foot, bring it to the outside of your mat. So it's a big, like an open lizard. Root down through that left foot, and then kick that right foot through. Just kicking it through. Your right booty cheek is off of that mat. And then three-legged dog. Right foot back, left leg goes high, and then you flow through your vinyasa. Inhale fills you upward, facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. This is probably the hottest class that I've done in my apartment. It's so hot in here. So stay in that downward facing dog. Have a couple more breaths in and out through your nose, just because I need it too, and it's so freaking hot in here. What's the temperature? It's 86 degrees in here. All day long, all night long. So once you're in that downward facing dog, inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. Utkatasana as you inhale. Exhale, swoosh the hands back behind you. Now inhale, left knee comes up to a tabletop stack. The shoulders right above the hips. Then take your left hand to the outside of that left knee. Lengthen through the right fingertips. And you'll start to open it up. Just a nice little opening. You can also take the 2-piece fingers, hook them around the left big toe. You can straighten out that leg if you'd like. Otherwise, just stay where you are. Maybe shifting gaze over that right hand. And then you're going to find your way into a warrior 3. So slowly release that left leg. Send your hands forward. Send your left leg back. Yes, yes, yes. You can also bring your hands to heart center if that feels a little bit better for you. Zip up belly to spine. Left butt cheek comes down. Lift the left heel. Yes, yes, yes. And then bring both hands down to the mat, standing splits. Leaving your left leg high. You can go into a right hand around the right calf. You can take 2 hands around that calf. You can try to bring your forehead towards your shin, or you can play with going into a handstand. I'm not going to do those things because I've been slacking on my yoga, just been running. So you do what's best for you. Breathing here. Fullest expression. And then bring that left foot to the back of the mat. 3-legged dog as the right leg goes high. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips, stay or flip your dog, root down through the heels, and then rise the hips high. You can also stay in that 3-legged dog if you want to. That's a great place to stay. Otherwise, you find your fullest expression wherever you are. Find your way back into 3-legged dog. Exhale, foot in between hands. Left knee down, moon pose. Inhale, breath. Exhale into that revolved half moon, just like you've been doing. Inhale, exalted crescent, left hand comes up. Exhale, open up into warrior 2. Skandasana as you inhale, big breath in. Exhale to a side angle. Now take that left hand to the low back if you want to. You can go into a full bind, connecting the hands behind you, or bird of paradise. If not, you can stay right here. You can have that elbow down onto that thigh, but just don't dump down. You want to lengthen through the left fingertips. You're growing tall, and this is just a nice little support. If you want to, you can also send both hands towards the front of the room, whatever room you're in. Otherwise, just stay right here. This is going a little bit longer than I thought. It's fine, it's fine. So, if you're in bird of paradise, you can slowly start to make your way back into that side angle. And once you're in side angle, just reverse the warrior, triangle. Hello. Straightening out that right leg, right hand goes high. Exhale, find your way into Triconasana. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. Try to make sure that that left foot is at a 45-degree angle. So this left hip is slightly down, and you're twisting from your rib cage. That right hand can come down to a block or maybe down to the mat. Maybe if it feels better, it can stay on that shin, but you're lengthening through the left fingertips. Yes, yes, yes. And then you slowly start to rise all the way up. Turn the right toes in. Interlace your hands at your low back as you squeeze the shoulder blades down and back. And then flat back, forward fold. Just taking the hands, letting them hang heavy. You can also go into a tripod headstand if you'd like to. Bringing that crown of the head down to the mat. Maybe rooting down as you rise the legs up. Just making sure that whatever you do, it's best for your body in this moment.
Otherwise, you can just stay exactly where you are. And that is a great place to stay with that nice shoulder rinse for 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly start to bring your hands right down to the mat. Walk yourself into a low lunge. Find that open lizard lunge. Walk your foot out, right hand comes high. Do that left foot kick through, hover the booty. And then back to 3-legged dog. Right leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low. Inhale, fills you up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat as you Utkatasana for the chair pose. Exhale, swoosh your hands back behind you. Inhale, stand all the way up with that right knee 2. Then take right hand around the right knee, or 2-piece fingers hook. And you can start to open it up so knee comes over to the right now, left hand comes over to the left. You can maybe shift your gaze over that left palm. Holding here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and then find your warrior 3, sending your right leg back, reaching your hands forward, square your hips, hands can come to heart center, always a great place to be. So just finding that warrior 3. Strong foundation in that left leg. And then you're gonna reach, 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 and then bring your hands down to the mat, and you'll find that standing splits on this side. Maybe taking left hand around the left calf, maybe taking 2 hands around that calf, maybe forehead towards the shin. Maybe you're gonna go into a handstand if that feels nice. Otherwise, you'll just stay right here. Take this where you wanna take this. Kick, kick, kick. Now slowly bring the right ball of the foot down, 3-legged dog as the left leg goes high. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips, stay or flip your dog. Just rooting down and rising up. Hips go high. Head falls back. Take this where you want to take this. And then you'll come back into that 3-legged dog, left leg goes high. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands, moon pose as you inhale. Exhale, revolved half moon. See how I have that right hand down? You can do it too. Inhale, exalted crescent, right hand comes up. Exhale, open up into that warrior 2. Inhale, Skandasana, bend deep into that right knee. Exhale to a side angle. This time you can take that right hand to the low back, coming into a half bind. You can come into a full bind, or you can go into bird of paradise. So your choice. Otherwise, just stay right here. Knowing that you can also bring that left elbow down towards that thigh. Right hand can come up. Breathing here. Don't overthink. Just try to listen to what comes up. But you're not thinking, you're just listening. Just listening for what is. I'm hearing a fridge right now, and that's all I can hear. So you hold here, and you find your way back into that side angle if you came out of that bird of paradise. Then reverse your triangle. So straighten out that left leg as the left hand comes up. Exhale to Triconasana, making sure that right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Making sure you're twisting from the rib cage. Breathing here. And then you can slowly start to rise all the way up, turning your left toes in. Hands out to the sides this time. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then flat back, forward fold, taking your hands to the knife edges of the feet. So actively pulling that crown of the head in the direction towards the ground. This is a great time for you to go into tripod headstand, or you can go into some twists. twist, maybe bringing left hand down, right hand up. Make sure your hips are pushing forward so they're right in line with your heels, so no booty's too far back. And no matter what you do, if you're going into twist, just make sure you're doing it onto the other side. And then you'll bring your hands and feet down to the mat, and you'll walk yourself into a low lunge towards the top of your mat. Then start to open up that left hand as you take that left foot to the outside of the mat. Just a big open lizard. And then reach that right foot forward. Whew. Now back into three-legged dog. Left leg goes high. And then you flow through your vinyasa high to low. Inhale fills you upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees as you gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat as you Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center as you reach the crown of the head forward. You inhale. Exhale, twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Breathing here. Try to make sure your knees stay in line and your hips are square. You can open up your arms. You can go into a side crow. Otherwise, this is a great place to stay. If you're in a side crow, you'll start to come back to center. You'll keep that left foot elbow to the outside of the right knee. Lift that left foot off of the mat. Send that left foot to the back of your mat. So now you're in that twisted crescent. Maybe you start to open up your arms here. If you're a little bit tired, you can always bring that left knee down to the mat. Just continue to twist. Pushing that right palm down into the left. And then we'll all open the arms together. Inhale, exalted crescent, left hand goes high. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale, Skandasana, bend deep into that left knee. Exhale into a side angle. Inhale, open lizard, right foot is down, right hand goes high. Exhale, do that kick through, hold, hold, hold. And then bring the left booty down to the mat. Take that right foot, cross it over the left leg. And then you're just gonna do a nice little twist. Maybe shifting your gaze over that right shoulder. Just a nice twist, because we're just shaking out the smoke, yes? And you'll come back to center, your right foot is still twisted over. Take your hands back behind you and find three-legged dog. Big breath in. Exhale, just bend your knee, flip your dog, only for a second. The hips are gonna go high. And then Vashisthasana. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up. If this is too much, bring the left knee down. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Beautiful, find that expression. And then you'll flow through your vinyasa, or just find your way back into that downward facing. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the back of your mat now as you Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reach the crown of the head forward as you inhale. Exhale, twist, right elbow to the outside of the left knee this time. I guess I could turn on some lights. So you're just twisting here. Maybe you've opened up those arms. Maybe you've gone into that side crow. Otherwise, you could just stay right here. Knees stay in line. Booty is lower. Booty is below your heart. And then root down into that left foot. Lift that right foot off of the mat. Send the right foot to the back of the mat and stay right here. This is a great opportunity for you to open up your arms. Maybe you want to bring the right knee down. If you did so on the other side, that's good. But just listen to your body.
Know that we'll all come together in just a second and we'll all open up the arms together. In 5, 4, 3, 2, open up those arms. Inhale, exalted crescent, right hand goes high. Exhale, open up into that warrior 2. Inhale, Skandasana with the hands out to the sides. Exhale to a side angle. Inhale, right hand comes down. Easy twist, aka also an open lizard. Exhale, push that right foot through. Now bring the booty down this time. You can't really see me, I'm so dark. And bring your left foot up and over the right leg. Then you're gonna twist. So just stay right there as I try to make myself brighter. I don't know if it'll do it. I think it'll just go back to dark. Okay. Yes. So you're just twisting here, shifting your gaze this way. If you watch this all the way through, in the comments, tell me what kind of songs you listened to while we did this class. Yep. Now slowly take your hands, bring them to the top, and find 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips, flip your dog without overthinking. You just lift those hips high. And then find Vashisthasana. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up. You can bring that left knee down to the mat. Whatever feels best. But find that expression for 3, 2, Chaturanga, high to low. Inhale brings you to upward facing dog. And then exhale brings you into that nice downward facing dog. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. Right hand comes out to the side, right palm down. Bend your left knee, and then slowly start to bring that left foot over. You're just having a nice little stretch here. So we're just cooling down now. So we're just twisting here. And then we'll go over to the other side. So you'll start to take your left hand out to the side, palm down, bend that right elbow, bend your right knee, and then just roll over, bringing that right foot to the outside of that left leg. Just a nice little twist. And you'll slowly start to come back to center. Bring your hands down and come up into a tabletop, stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips. Bring your knees hip width distance. Walk your hands in and rise the chest up, shoulders down and back. Take your hands to that booty, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Push your hips forward and then just let that heart open, let that head fall back. That is a great place to stay. You can also take your hands to your heels. If you take your hands to those heels, continue pushing your hips forward. You can also tuck the toes. Makes it a little bit easier. Otherwise, you can just stay right here. That feels good too. Just getting a nice little back bend. And then come back to center. Sit down onto your heels. Send your feet forward and find your way into Souptabatakanasana. Soles of the feet together, knees spread wide. One hand to belly, one hand to heart. I tried to do a short class. It ended up being a little bit longer. If you need more time to stretch, you know that you can do this at your own time, but stay in Souptabatakanasana, or you can come up into a seated position if you want to. And just have that hand on that belly and hand on that heart while you're lying down. Otherwise, you can just be right here. And you'll just start to come back into your natural breath. Not every class that I teach needs to have a bunch of abs in it. I didn't do abs today. I just kept it very simple. And sometimes that's all you need, just to move on your mat. Just wake the body up. Remind your body to not just stay still. Remind yourself that you can still practice. Even if it's smoky outside, you still have that space on your mat. And just find some gratitude wherever you are that you have the opportunity to practice right now. And you'll come back into that intention that you set in the beginning of class. And you think about how you can set that intention daily, how you can show up for your life however you want to, because that's up to you. So if you're still holding on to anything at all, let's let it go together. Have a deep breath in through the nose, big breath in. Exhale, HA. And just feel free to stay here as long as you like. And the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.